Hi, my name is Jazz and I am a Wright State University accounting student. Wright State helped me prepare for my position here at Win Wholesale by teaching me not only the accounting theory and the accounting methods, but real-world application to what we learn within the classroom. So when I work here at Win Wholesale, I'm able to take what I learn in my classes and kind of apply it to my work, and take what I do here at work and apply it to the classroom. So let's say I don't understand something we're learning in class. I think about, oh, how do I use this at Win Wholesale? How does this tie to what I'm doing for our companies here? And that helps me understand the concepts a little better in class. The faculty at Wright State have been really great. I've had quite a few professors that they care about their students more than they care about anything else. And they go out of their way to help find opportunities for you and to encourage you to find an opportunity like me working here at Win Wholesale. They're always supportive of whatever you're doing at work, and they, like I said, a lot of them came from real world and have experience at places where we're working now, interning now, and so we can talk to them and relate to what they've been through, and they can relate to what we're doing now. My military background, most military families move around a lot. I've got my fair share of moving around, so it helps me adapt to new situations. So whenever I start in a new company, it's quite easy for me to meet people and make friends because I'm used to doing that my whole life.
My name is Sharon Ponosdale, and I am Regional Financial Officer for Nolan Company. Nolan Company is a part of Win Wholesale based here in Dayton, Ohio. I am actually a Wright State grad myself, so I was very excited to have Jazz join us as a Wright State student. Win Wholesale has great opportunities here in Ohio. Actually, we are the largest privately held company in Dayton, Ohio, and we do have our headquarters here. We have a 200,000 square foot regional distribution center, and we have opportunities for any individual looking for positions in IT, in accounting and finance, being a local entrepreneur for wholesale distributorship. So we have great opportunities at Win Wholesale. Jazz joined us in, I believe, her sophomore year, and she was able to jump right in at the time she started with us. We had had an acquisition that we were assimilating into our company's accounting program, and she was able to help us cover a lot of day-to-day tasks and to have minimal supervision, allow me to do other things as we were going through that monumental change. In the military, there's a couple of things that happen. One, you get exposed to a lot of different individuals, which in a large organization, sometimes that's the hardest part of getting along with everybody. So when you have that background, it helps bring cohesiveness to when you're working on a team, because you've learned how to deal with the different personalities, bring them together and see the different sides. There's also structure in the military, and so sometimes teaching people how to organize and time manage isn't easy. I think the military forces individuals to learn that, even if you're not in the military yourself, of being a part of the military member family. The great thing about Wright State's internship program is that we have the ability to have part-time individuals who want experience but have background in the areas that we need the help in. We've had great success with the individuals coming in, and since Jazz has joined, we actually have a couple other individuals from Wright State too.
Hi, I'm Craig Shepard, and I'm a material science and engineering student here at Wright State University. Currently, I'm in a co-op engineering position at Truetech Industries, and there, among other things, I handle day-to-day projects. At Truetech Industries, we're a high-volume heat treater, so we do carburizing, ferritic nitrocarburizing, carbon nitriding. We also do a little bit of aging work as well. In layman's terms, what we do is we take cheap steel and we make it more expensive steel. So, from anything from automotive parts to washing machine parts, we take critical components that are more susceptible to wear and fatigue, and we make them stronger. Everything that I've learned here at Wright State University thus far has, populated my engineering toolbox in order to be a more successful engineer at Truetech Industries. The level of expertise and the attention to detail offered by the professors in the engineering program here at Wright State, you definitely know you're getting your money's worth at the end of a course. Name any professor here at the college and they've got one project going on or another that's whether it's involved with nanomaterials or biofuels or, high-strength polymers, adhesives, there's somebody on it trying to better understand problems and how they're occurring and how you can, alleviate them in the future. I mean, it all ties back to what you learn in the classroom here. After my service in the military, for me to go up and ask somebody, what's going on with the project or what direction are we going, any updates, I mean, I'm not really shy about that anymore. Not only obtaining real-world experience while within the co-op, it's also a good resume builder. It's something that I can tack on at the end of my list, and whether or not that company chooses to hire me, I'll always have that experience to take with me somewhere else.
My name is Valita Wilhoit, and I've been employed at Wright State University for 15 years. I think Wright State is ahead of its time in what it's doing, and I think the military population is something that Wright State has looked at and has said that, we have these individuals who have given their lives, for their country, have served honorably, and so now we want to help them transition, from the battlefield to the classroom. I was an air traffic controller in the military. And that's a very demanding field. It's a high-pressure field. But my airfield commander told me just before I ETS that some of the skills that I had as an air traffic controller were going to be transferable, and they will be with me for the rest of my life. And I have found that my ability to make very quick assessments, to reach decisions quickly, and just to make decisions has served me well. Wright State University has shown itself to be a very military-friendly campus, and we have been recognized for 4 consecutive years in a row for the efforts that we have put forth. The Office of Career Services has a military employer database they maintain to assist students who are looking for jobs. Career Services serves a very vital function for the whole campus community, and I know that they take a particular interest in veterans. Also, on the veterans website, there are links for veteran job sites that people who are looking for jobs can go and browse. Career Services helps with resumes and cover letters, which is very important when you are trying to successfully obtain a job.
I know a lot of students that intern with companies while they're in college end up actually working full-time with the company.
One of the things at Wright State that I liked is that the professors had real-world experience. They weren't just book trained themselves. So many of my professors were still engaged in outside organizations, and whether it was for volunteer or teaching or still working outside consulting. But they wanted me to learn, not just have the book theory, but actually be able to go into a company and take the job seriously, to the door running.